I started thinking that I know the meaning of feeling like you're losing your game. I get it twisted, but I can't help believing that if things were right, I wouldn't.
Ben Braddock, I'm with Hog River Brewing Company. We're located in the Parkville section of Hartford, Connecticut. We opened August 20th of this year, 2016. We are a full manufacturing brewery as well as tap room. So you can come in, drink pints of beer, buy beer to go. We also carry products from other local producers, including New England Cider Company, Jonathan Edwards Winery, and N2 Coffee. So we have a total of 16 draft lines, and we try to fill them up with different products for your drinking enjoyment. I've been brewing in the state of Connecticut for about 10 years now. I got my start with Thomas Hooker Brewing Company. I started cleaning kegs there as a volunteer job after leaving my insurance profession. I worked my way up to head brewer there, and then left for brewing school and went to the Siebel Institute of Technology, and then spent the last 5 years of my career at Willimantic Brewing Company. In the meantime, I started working on the project of Hog River Brewing Company, writing the business plan and trying to figure out what direction we were going to take it. After about 3 years of writing the business plan and searching for locations, we finally settled on a location here in Parkville in the old Bear Don building. We signed the lease in April 2015, and then we started build out in January of 2016, and it took us about 9 months to get the doors open. So it's been great so far, and we're happy that people are coming in and enjoying the beer as well as the atmosphere. Taking the approach as an entrepreneur is definitely a tricky thing. I went to business school for undergrad, and then also got my MBA, and I always had a goal of owning my own business. I just didn't know what it was going to be. And then once I fell in love with brewing, I knew that eventually I'd want to own my own brewery and work toward that. And it was an interesting process because there's a lot of federal and state regulation that we had to go through, and it's a very capital intensive business. And then we don't have a lot of investors, so my wife and I do a lot of it on our own, especially the day-to-day operations, along with our 3 part-time employees. But through the process of trying to get the doors open, there's always a lot of naysayers and people telling you that, oh, you don't have enough money, or your idea isn't good enough. And it's really hard to hear all that all the time. But I think the most important thing is that when you get knocked down, you get back up and you just keep going and take one day at a time. Because if you just take in all the negative feedback, you're never going to make any progress. And I think the words of wisdom, and as an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, you probably heard it before, but it couldn't be more true. Just keep moving forward one step at a time, and make progress every day. Even if it's the smallest step, it will lead to your ultimate goal.
We all need love, no matter the why, no matter the what.
My wife Joy and I, we grew up in the Hartford area. We both grew up, well, I grew up in Granby, then moved to Simsbury. My wife Joy's from Simsbury. I left for college to go down to South Carolina to Clemson University, and came back up, worked in the insurance profession for a while. Once we started working in Hog River Brewing Company, we knew we wanted to be in Hartford. Hartford always gets a bad rap. People in the surrounding towns around Hartford only believe what they see in the news. And there's so much more going on. And there really is a pulse on the city. There's a vibrant arts community, a vibrant business community, and we just wanted to be a part of that. So, we looked at Hartford for a couple different reasons. From a business standpoint, there's not a ton of competition here, which is really nice, and there's a high population of people. So we thought Hartford would be a great area to kind of provide, we can make great beer and provide it to the people of Hartford and the surrounding towns. But we want to be so much more than that at the same time. We dub ourselves Hartford's living room. We want people to come in here and feel like it's their third home. So when I say third home, you have your primary home, you have your work home, and then we want to be your home where you go and hang out for the evening. So that's what we consider Hog River Brewing Company, and we thought the Parkville section of Hartford would be the perfect place for that. We just feel like Hartford has a pulse, and there's a lot of great things happening, especially in this Parkville neighborhood, and we wanted to be a part of it. It took us about 3 years to find the location, the perfect location for our business model, and we finally found it, and we're happy to be here.